Create batch images and AI comic? Interesting, let's see.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you two basic but important workflows. First one is how to generate batch images by ComfyUI workflow. For example, you want to generate 50 different images. Now what you are doing? Put prompts one by one, right? But I will show you how to make the process faster and easy. Then why we are waiting for, let's start.
This the basic workflow when you open ComfyUI from command prompt. If you don't know how to install ComfyUI, please check the video in my channel. This workflow is very simple. You only have to select the model and have to run the workflow after giving text as prompt, but make sure ComfyUI server is running on backend and it will generate the image, which is saved in output directory under ComfyUI folder. But imagine you have 50 prompts for generate image, and at the same time you don't want seat in front of the computer. Then how to do it? Here my first prompt is now loading the model that I was selected, and now it's generating images. It will take some time for the first time always, as it have to load the model in the memory. Let's try another prompt and see the results. I have some prompt text which I will copy and paste here and check the results. Now let me show you the workflow where you can use a text files to store all your text to image prompts in a specific format, and can use it in this workflow to generate multiple images without typing any prompt. This is workflow. It have very few nodes, and I try to show the connectors between nodes in a clear way. So if you want to design the workflow, model and process of this workflow, I already mentioned in the text box, and at the same time I will show you also. Before run this workflow, you have to prepare all of your text prompts in a text file in the format I am going to show you, and have to keep it on the specific directory, and then have to run this workflow. You have to install ComfyUI Inspire Pack Custom Nodes from ComfyUI Manager. Here you have mentioned the text file name, and let's see where to store the text file for prompts. So this is folder under Inspire Pack Custom Node, where you have to save the prompt text file, and it has some specific format for write the prompt. I already used this workflow before, so I have some text file for prompts. Let's check what is inside the text file and how it's maintained the format to get an idea before we run the workflow. Here is the format. Very simple. You have to write prompt in colon and then prompt text, and for negative prompt also save negative colon and then whatever negative prompt text you wanted to write. Each prompt is separated by dash dash dash, minimum 3 dashes, and follow the same format for next prompt, and by this way you can put unlimited prompts. I try with 250 prompts one day, and this workflow was work fine. Let's save the file and run the workflow to see the results. Here have 3 prompts, so it must generate 3 images. We will put more prompts on this file again and run it later on after executing this 3 prompts first from this file. In this white text box, I wrote the instructions what to do and provided the link, also where to get the custom node and other things. Before run this workflow, check all the parameters properly and then run. To run this workflow, click on blue Q button or press F5 key from the keyboard. I used to change the file name prefix, so it's easy to find later on from ComfyUI output folder. Here also I will do the same, so it's easy to get the images that will be generated later on out of my 100 images before I execute it. Here I kept some sound notification, so when my workflow finished all images processed, it will notify me by some sound just for fun. Now it's time to execute the workflow and get the results. So far easy, right? I am trying to describe as much I can for the new users of ComfyUI so they can understand easily. After I clicked on Q button, it will start processing it and generate the images as I given 3 prompts here in the text file. So it will process 3 times in the sampler node. You can check the process in progress from the top bar, how green progress bar is processing. After a few seconds, you will see the output of 3 images in the Save Images node. You can use Flux or other good text-to-image model for get the more good quality images. Here you go, 3 images generated based on the prompt you given in that text file. As I told you before, I will put some more prompts there and try this workflow. So let's do that. Open that prompt to text file, and I have some text-to-image prompt, which I will put in that text file and execute that workflow again. So let's set the prompt there. I will copy my existing prompt from here and paste in the prompt2.txt file, and then save it and run the workflow again. I will add 3 more prompts here, so total it will 6 prompts. If you increase the batch size of the image process like 2 or 3, then you will get 12 or 18 images, and each prompt will give you 3 images based on a single prompt. So that's another way to generate more batch images. Now it will process K-sampler for 6 times and generate 6 images. It's always advisable to check the backend ComfyUI server, also it's working or not. So now you can see 6 images generated. I hope you like this workflow. Easy but have utility, right? If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press on bell icon to get notification. I have a plan to show you how to generate batch video for generate animation videos. Yes, it's not faster process like images, and you might get some memory allocation error when running the image to video models on low RAM GPU, but I will try to optimize the workflow so at least you can process at least 10 image to video before you have to restart your ComfyUI or restart your machines. For my AI software projects, I not use ComfyUI workflow. I use the models locally using their inference prompts and execute. If you find any problems to run this workflow, please put a comment. I will reply as soon as I can. Let's proceed to the next part, where my avatar wanted to talk something to you.
Now you saw already that how to make batch images from a text file. Now let me show you how to create multiple pictures for a comic book. It's easy and it's easy. You can draw the nodes by watching my videos as there is very less nodes. Let's see how it is.
Very cool avatar, right? It's the avatar I am using in my podcast videos. Before open and run the new comic book images generation workflow, make sure your ComfyUI server is running. Check any nodes got error or not, and have any other problems or not. Let's open the comic book workflow where you don't have to open text file from any specific folder, but can generate multiple comic picture also. I have full workflow with text dialog option, also which I will show you in another video next time. Let's check this simple comic book workflow first today. I tried to design this workflow also in a very easy way and replaced some nodes when I was downloaded, and now it's working properly. Again, there is note for run this workflow with models links to download. So just follow the note for download model and nodes, or you can go to ComfyUI Manager and type there the model or node's name, or use missing nodes to download first before you run this workflow. Same we used to do for run other workflow inside ComfyUI. I saw this year ComfyUI Annual Summit, and if you want to know what new models and workflows are coming in this year, please watch the YouTube video. I will put the link in my description box. When you install ComfyUI desktop, many people complain me that old workflows are not running properly. I will make a troubleshoot video shortly how to run the old workflows in ComfyUI desktop. This workflow using 3 models 1 VA, which is common for 90% workflows nowadays. Checkpoint model, which I took some cartoon type model and lore models. Prompt part is very simple, have 3 positive prompt and 1 negative prompt. Here we separate the prompts by commas and start each prompt with a number like double quote, then 0, then double quote, Close then entire text-to-image prompts within the quotations and a comma before start writing next prompt. This prompt text node is known as primitive text prompt, more or less same like batch prompt. I try out 40 prompts with this text box and it was worked perfectly. I open a notepad to show you all prompts and negative prompts together. Let's run this workflows. But before run this workflow, let's check all workflow settings and then run it. There is nothing to change too much, only change the title of the story. And you can add the name of the creator in this case. You can write your name so title will show in the top of the page and author name will show in the down same, like if you took a print out of this images and make a book with your own stories and sell on Amazon or Google Bookstore, which is paying good money nowadays, can make a good revenue. Only use ChatGPT or DeepSeek to generate story with text-to-image prompt and paste here and print the pages and create 20 pages book with 120 images and sell it. Let's run this workflows and see what's the outcome. As it's running for the first time, it will take some time to generate. But before I try with this workflows advanced version, where you can add dialogues for characters and generate 5 books already. Now here is the output. Thank you for watching and subscribe my channel.